Alright, what's going on, guys? I'm your host here, Unspeakable Gaming, and today I have an awesome and really cool mod for you today. As you can see, there's a lot of mobs behind me because today we're going to be taking a look at this damage indicators mod for Minecraft 1.6.2. And as you can see, you can kind of already see it up there in the corner. So basically, what this mod is basically going to give you these really cool damage indicators, and it's really going to be useful for example, a modded survival series. And yes, this does work on servers, so if you want to look at players like this, then you can do it. So basically, if you don't know what I'm talking about, as you can see, when I stare at this pig right here in the corner, you can see a little thing. And let's go ahead and change the GUI so I can make it a little bit bigger. Just ignore what I'm doing. I'll show you all how to get into this menu later. But let's go ahead and do that, and then if we hit escape, as you can see, the GUI, or I made it just a little bit bigger. So as you can see, we're staring at this pig right now, and basically what this is going to do, you're going to have a little picture of, as you can see in the left hand corner, you're going to have a picture of the pig or the animal or creature, whatever you're going to be looking at, and then you're going to have its health, its name, and then the little green paw. Now when the paw is red, so if we go over here and look at the creeper, then now you can see the paw is red, which means it's a hostile mob, so which means it would obviously hurt you. And then if we look at the baby pig with the big head, so as you can see, there's a baby pig and you have normal pigs, so it's basically going to identify every type of mob that you have in your Minecraft world, up to ender dragons, even yourself, which is pretty freaking cool. So let's go ahead and show y'all some of the things this stuff can do. So if we go ahead and take a diamond sword and we look at the cow and then we hit it, as you can see, we're actually going to have, I don't think on the cows you're not going to have effects that come off, but when you hit, actually no, I don't think it's the creeper, maybe it's, did I change something? Oh, I enabled the pop-offs. Oh, whoops, my bad. Okay, so basically if we go hit a creature or something, as you can see, when we hit him, you see the little numbers come out, and basically each hit is how much attack or whatever. What are you doing, cow? Going crazy. Chill down, chill out. So you can see the harder you hit it, basically the harder or the more health you're going to take off of it. So if we go ahead and jump on this one and hit it as hard as we can, as you can see, it took out all 10 health. So basically running and jumping really does do more damage. So as you can see, we just run and jump and basically took out that cow in one hit. Now if we just stand here and hit it like normal, as you can see, it only takes apart 8 health, but if we run and jump on top of it like this, it is going to do 10 health. So really, in Minecraft science, running and jumping on top of a mob and hitting it with your sword actually does more damage than just standing in front of it and hitting it like normal. So that's actually pretty cool. So as you can see, obviously when we hit it, all these little numbers are going to come up, and if we keep hitting it, as you can see, this cow, which won't stop running around, has 2 health left because I just took off 8 of it. So if we hit it again, obviously it's going to die, and then it will be gone and dead. So that is pretty cool. So I'm going to show you the other stuff that you can do with this mob or this mod, and it's actually going to recognize most of the other types of mobs in your Minecraft world or creatures. So for example, if you were in a server and you spawned in like a giant zombie or something, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, there's plugins where you can spawn in different types of mobs, and for example, there's one mob that you can spawn in that's a giant zombie. Well, this mod right here would recognize it and call it a giant zombie, and it would have 100 health instead of like 10 health like a normal zombie or whatever, or 20 health. I don't know what a zombie has, but basically this mod will basically it will look at other mobs that aren't even in your Minecraft or the vanilla Minecraft. So if you have mobs that aren't in here and you add it in with another mod, it will be compatible with it and it will detect those mobs. So that is actually pretty cool. So basically I'm going to show you how to get into this menu that lets you control some of the stuff. Hopefully I didn't confuse you a little bit, but it's not that confusing. So if we hit the period button on your keyboard, and yes, I do mean period, like this period right here, as you can see, the period. If you hit the period button on your keyboard, you're going to pull up this really cool menu, and as you can see, we can go ahead and look in here, and we can see me right here, and we can actually drag this around. I don't know if y'all can see this, but you can actually drag this around wherever you want. So if I wanted to put this right here, and then I go ahead and hit escape, it is going to be right in the middle of our screen. So that is actually pretty freaking useful. So if I don't like it on that side of the screen, let's say I want it on this side of the screen, then we can do that, and now it will be on that side of the screen. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the period button on the keyboard. And by the way, to get out of this menu, you just simply press escape. And then you can enable or disable the portrait. So if you disable it or hit the little green button, it's obviously going to disable it. And then whenever you look at mobs, it's not going to do it. So if we go ahead and enable it. And also you can enable the potion effects. And the potion effects are really simple, basically. If you throw a potion or any type of harming potion on an animal, for example, as you can see, oh, whoops, my bad. If we throw it on him, as you can see, there's a little heart right there, and the time is counting down. So you can see how long the potion actually lasts for him. So as you can see, this potion lasts for 1 minute and 30 seconds. And if we come back later, let's see, we go over here, do something else, and then we come back, we can see that he still has the potion for another minute and 10 seconds. So basically, that is actually pretty cool. And as you can see, his health is down to one little heart. So if we go ahead and hit him, he's going to be gone. So that is actually pretty cool. That is what the potion does, or the potion enable the potion effects. That's what that does. So if you want to disable that, you can do that. So then you can also enable the pop-offs, and the pop-offs are the little things when you hit the animal. So if I go ahead and hit this, as you can see, it doesn't have any numbers coming out of it. But if I go ahead, whoops, I hit the wrong button. If I go ahead and enable that and then go back, if I hit him again, as you can see, there's numbers coming out of him. And let's go ahead and drink a thing of milk so we can get these potion effects off, because in my opinion, I think they're annoying. Let's go ahead and throw that away. And let's look at the other stuff. So you can also change the damage color. So if I wanted to change the damage color to, I don't know, let's see. Let's change it to red. Okay, let's try red. So if we change damage color to red, as you can see, the little numbers are now going to be red little numbers instead of the yellow numbers. So you can really customize this a lot. And in the other versions, like I believe in the 1.4.7 version of this mod, you couldn't do stuff like this, but in the 1.6.2 version you can. So, and also the heal color, you can also change that, and then you can change the skin. And basically what it means by change the skin, it's not your Minecraft skin, it changes the little thing up there. So if you look in the left hand corner, the damage indicator thing, if we go through all of these, as you can see, they look different. Now I picked this one because I think it looks the best. Now I honestly have no idea if you can add more in. I really don't know. So this is actually the I believe this is the original one right here. So as you can see, if we go up to a mod, this is the original one. That's what the original little menu thing looks like. But I like this one because, I don't know, I just think it looks really cool. It's a lot more advanced. It's got a little dragon on it. I think it just looks pretty freaking cool in my opinion. So if we go over here to this button at the bottom of your screen that says advanced, we can go ahead and look at these things and see if they're vanilla mobs or if there are different types of mobs. Now obviously I don't have any other type of mods installed, so it's not going to detect them. So I just have all the vanilla mobs. So as you can see, you can change these settings, you can ignore the mobs and stuff like that, and you can also see the health that these things have. So as you can see, I'm right here on the Ender Dragon right now, as you can see, the Ender Dragon is going to have 200 health, so I can just go ahead and look at that, and it's pretty cool. So you can also ignore the mob, which will not detect it whenever you look at it with this little menu. And then also, if you look at the Wither bosses or the Blazes, you can see how much health they had. The Wither has 300 health. If you want to look at a cave spider, it's basically like a little menu, I guess you could say, where you can look at the mobs and you can also edit it a little bit. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. So let's go ahead and have a little bit of fun with some mobs or whatever. Let's go ahead and go into GM1. Actually, let's go ahead and go into nighttime, I guess. Time set 18,000. I think that's midnight. Yeah, I think that's about midnight. And let's spawn some zombies in. Not too many, because I don't want to get, like, completely messed up. But let's see how this damage indicator works. So basically, as you can see, while I'm in combat, y'all are going to be able to see how good it works and how effective it is for me using it, so I can see how much health these guys have and stuff like that. So it's going to be really useful. I can look at all the different zombies that I'm hitting. Now then again, it is going to take some skill. I mean, it's not going to be really useful, like you're kind of looking at me like, wow, what is this guy doing? But it is going to be useful because you can see how much health each zombie has. So if you look at this zombie over here, as you can see, this zombie, I've never touched him. I mean, you never know, you might have hit a zombie then he ran off. So for example, as you can see, this zombie has 12 health. And then if we look at the other ones, they're all going to be different because we hit them at different times, if you know what I mean. Like, we didn't hit all of them. So let's go ahead and get out of this cave system. Let's go ahead and go into game mode 1. Ooh, that was close, right before they hit me. So basically, you get the point. That's kind of what it looks like when you're in combat, I guess you can say, when you're hitting a whole bunch of different mobs. So that is actually going to be about it for this awesome damage indicators mod. That's about it, all you can really do with it. So it's pretty freaking cool in my opinion. It's a really useful mod. I would definitely use this mod for a modded survival series. That's what I would use it for. So if you had, for those of you who don't know what a modded survival series is, basically you do a let's play in a normal world like this, but you install a lot of mods. And this would be a really useful mod that you might want to install. So that's going to be about it for the damage indicators mod for Minecraft 1.6.2. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, I would definitely recommend it because I do a lot of awesome stuff like this on my channel. And that's going to be about it. I'm Unspeakable Gaming, and I will see you guys later. Peace.